Welcome to a whole new adventure in a little game called Stephen's Sausage Roll. I'm Dear Darling and let's let the good times sausage roll. So yes, Stephen's Sausage Roll, if you don't know, is a puzzle game about like flipping and cooking sausages is what I know. It's got a very sort of interesting sort of charm to it, as you can see for yourself. Hopefully the music isn't too quiet, or maybe it is, maybe I'll turn it up a little bit, but maybe I won't. Yes, so it's got this interesting charm, but it's a game which has been recommended, and it's a game that's been on my radar for ages because I've seen people talk about it so much. I have essentially no idea what it's about except for rolling sausages. So I don't really know how we get anywhere. I mean, it looks like we go here. Oh. Welcome to the Island of Wisdom. Okay, so hold on. How does this work? So we can either walk forwards or backwards in the direction we're looking at, or we can turn left and right. I see. So we can't strafe. Arrow keys to move, Z to undo, R to restart. Well, I'm on a controller, so that's... Okay, so Y to restart. What's undo? B to undo. Okay, noted. What are these? Do we have to, like, match it up? Okay. Happy pool. Fair enough. What? So I do know a little bits and pieces about this game. Okay, so it doesn't allow you to walk off. Is the fact that you're meant to sort of try and navigate around and roll the sausage. Right. What is going on? To roll the sausage, and we're meant to cook it on those like grills down there. I think we had to go from this side to push it, and I assume this is strange. Okay, so the sausage can hang off a little bit, it seems. Okay, so we could walk backwards like this to make sure we don't end up pushing it weirdly. I'm just trying to think where we need to push it. So I assume this is meant to be some sort of tutorial level. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I think I'm doing it. And if I am doing it, then, you know, there we go. And then I see we match up like this to say we're done again. So this is a massive hub world of all the levels we need to do. And as soon as we do a level, it disappears. Interesting. So I don't know if that's necessarily the tutorial. So wait. This is very interesting. All the levels are literally directly here. Fiery Jet, just on the hub world. Now, I've heard a lot about this game. I heard it's like one of the best designed puzzle games of all time. I also believe if you do something like this, yes, you burn the sausages, which is obviously not a good idea. So can we push two at once? We can push two at once. So we have to be careful here. One thing I want to test. We've got to remember this walking backwards into this thing. Will this burn it? That does burn it. Okay. Oh, we can undo from a failed state. That's quite interesting. So, what do we do to cook both of these? I don't think it's as simple as just pushing them on like this. And unless it is. I mean, to be fair, we should try things just to see how they work. And you see the problem is now it's burned. So it must be some sort of offset thing where we had to do them at different times, I'd assume. No, you know what? I think we had to push this one upwards. Oh, we can't walk on the grill. I didn't know that as well. So, you know, this is a good tutorialization of all the things that could happen. I think we had to do it like this. Yes. I was like, we had to get them separated. And therein lies a problem, which we've now solved. But we had to separate them, and then from their separation, we could actually get stuff done. So now that we know we can walk backwards, we know we can go to these levels. This is very strange. Infant's break. We don't have many actions we can do. We can either walk backwards, which seems like a bad idea, because from there the sausage can't move again. So probably we had to push this upwards. No, that doesn't seem right. I didn't mean to do that. Oh my gosh. The controls obviously are... No, I think we're stuck from here. Meant to be quite a lot to finesse in the first place. So therein is part of the challenge, I'd certainly say. This is a bit of a strange one. I'm just trying to figure out what we had to do. Well, obviously I'm trying to figure out what we have to do. The fact this is a 4x4 I think is a bit of a bait, because I think the initial assumption is you put the sausage on here and roll it downwards, but I don't think we can very easily get that sausage into position. Oh my god. It's actually quite difficult to try and figure out exactly how to walk around things, and I'm not going to lie, we're just going to burn it though, unfortunately. So it's not like that. If you wonder why I keep randomly walking, there's a touchpad on the Steam controller I'm using, which sometimes makes poor old Steven walk forward. I can't imagine we want to push a sausage in like that. I think we want to push a sausage downwards one, if at all possible, but that means this one has to go. So how do we get this one out of the way? We don't really have much in the way of options. I suppose what we could do is we could do something like this. Push you like that. Then we could push you like this. And we'll come back to you. It's a good thing that we don't burn if you let them stay on there too long. But I think we want to... Oh, we can't push it down, it's going to burn. We want to flip him and push you down, but that's not possible, is it? No, so... Okay, well, let's ignore that one for now. Oh my word. This control scheme is very bewildering. No, that's not what I meant to do. I just want to walk downwards onto you. Oh, but now we can't push this anywhere. Okay, so this is clearly not the way to go through it, and the fact it's called Infant's Break is, quite belittling, I think, to my own self-esteem. But that's fine. Puzzle games are meant to be hard. It's actually quite hard to think out what's going to happen. This position is impossible. There's no way this can be the first move, because that right sausage, if we push it directly onto this, the only moves we can do, we cannot move it down because it will burn, we cannot move it right, it will fall, we cannot move it up, it will fall, we cannot move it left, or we're back in the same position, I suppose. But we can't even move it left because there's no other way I think we get to the other side of that. So we know for sure that cannot be our first move. So this must be our first move, is moving a sausage is the only thing which we can actually do. Which is why I think I was on something good here when I was doing something like this. I'm not sure what good thing I'm on, but it seems like it's at least promising. I feel like I'm sort of just guessing what I'm doing most of the time now. I didn't mean to do that. Because we could push it like this. This is rather difficult to do things with, though. And if we pushed this down like this, that's as good as we can get, but I don't know. Oh no, it doesn't work. Oh, does it work? Can we get this sausage, this left sausage, to push it down? I don't think we can. Is that the key? How do we want this to cook? Mate, hold on. I think I've worked it out. I don't think we want this one to cook on this grill. I think we want it to cook on this grill, don't we? It's far easier to cook it that way than this one. Hold on. See, we can't get it out of there anymore. So I think I've messed up by pushing this as I pushed it. Oh my god. So I think this is right. And then we push this one up, and then we want to spin round. just the way you move in this game is utterly hilarious to me. We do that. I think this one must cook on this one then. That's probably therein lies the catch, or the trickery. What? Okay, I think I hit the touchpad there. Yes, therein lies the trickery of this level. We want them to cook on the other grills because they're better set up for the other grills. So I see, as you do more levels, then more things get opened up to you because more sausages disappear. South jaunt. This one almost seems too easy, so I'm a little bit curious about this one. Right. This game does very well at baiting you into something and then making you immediately realise that's not the way forward. I mean, that seems like a fair start. Then probably what we had to do is we probably had to roll it off. No, that can't be possible. How are we going to cook that side now? What seems more likely is if we need to get one, like this sausage needs to get... Oh. This sausage needs to get out of the way. And this one can go, like... I can't figure out. Oh my god, the controls. Can double roll that way. But now this sausage is kind of stuck, isn't it? We can't get this one off anywhere. Right, so it's probably something like this. But then this sausage needs to sort of be out of the way, I think. Then this sausage can roll on into that space. This sausage, oh, it can't come up anymore, can it? Right, so we can't push it that far off. That's an important thing to learn. Oh, not like that. Is if we push it entirely off, then there's nothing we can do with it anymore. Oh my word. I need to like unbind my touchpad. But then this one... What am I doing? It feels like that's almost helpful, but it's not really, is it? Or is it? I feel like this one also needs to have something done to it at the same time. Oh, that's going to burn it, of course. I feel like it should be like this. No, this can't be right. It can't be as simple as just basically cooking one sausage. And now we've pushed that sausage off again. We're in the exact same scenario. This sausage is now stuck on the corner if we have it like this. We'd have to get above it to roll it left, but we can no longer get anything below it to push it back up again. So we can never push things too off. What if we half cooked both of them? And then you might be like, what are you going to do from this? And I don't really have an answer, I'm going to be honest. It's interesting how there's day and night cycles in this game. I wonder if it's got any sort of relevance. I don't know if it's a sort of game to have secrets or whatever in it, but I'm getting stuck straight into it with the puzzle solving. You know, it's very direct with just being like, here's some puzzles, solve them. I feel like this must be a move, but without loss of generality, we can do this on either sausage and it's fine. I'm just trying to figure out where we go from here, obviously. Not like that. It feels like I want this one to push upwards, but we can't push it upwards. So as soon as it goes on here, it has to immediately go there, and it has to immediately go off. So this must not be the way forward. There must be something I'm missing about this, or we must have to cook this one partially first. But that burns it. So it turns out 2x2 squares are quite dangerous. Because as soon as you get anything on them, you have to move either entirely off the square or not. Okay, so what we probably want, now I'm thinking, is that we probably want to cook a sausage and then push, in that final push it entirely off the 4x4 grid, but vertically, you know? So how's that going to work? We need to... I think we need to half cook a sausage. Oh, we can't push this one off. Oh, we can. Why have I done this? Ah, that's actually a good point. We can have it hang off as long as we half push it. Oh no, that's not true. It feels like it's something like this. And then we do this. And then we go like, what do we do now? And I'm like, I don't know. To be perfectly honest. I do like how surprisingly smooth this animation is, just for like spinning around on a sausage. Okay, this can't be right. South John. I wonder if it's like Babazi, where sometimes the level names are helpful and sometimes they're not. This, like a John, like a South John, feels just like a little walk we're meant to do around the south side of this island. So I'm almost positive this must be a correct first step. I feel like this has to be the next... No, this can't be the next step, because there's so few things we can do from here. And this is quite difficult, because now we had to get... Oh, I suppose we could do something like this. And then we could do, oh yeah, we should have used the symmetry of the island to our benefit and realised that, no, okay, don't push you off yet. We need to get around to you and then push you off and then push you down. We should have used the lack of symmetry on the island to our benefit. There we go. Because the fact that there's a little like jutting out thing here was actually quite helpful and relevant in the end. So the fact we disregarded it so readily was a poor decision. I don't know if these are like different worlds or something. Did the sign say anything else? I mean, it's a rather minimalist game. You got to sort of appreciate its majesty. I don't know what the story is here. I guess we got shipwrecked on a sausage island with a load of forks or whatnot. So we got a thing over there. I don't know if there's a green thing over there. I don't know if that's particularly what we want to make our way towards. I can't really tell. I guess we should try to. It's the closest thing we got to like a bit of lore or what have you. Maiden's Walk. Okay. My assumption is that this is obviously... Oh, hold on. we can't push it directly onto there. So my assumption is... I don't mean to do that. We can push it onto this. And interestingly, from here we can actually push it down. Actually, interesting... I can't be right. I think we need to rotate the sausage. No, we need to cook one side, then rotate the sausage. Is that even possible? What? Restart this. It has one of the best restart features I've ever seen in a puzzle game, but I can certainly give it that. Because you can restart past attempts, if you understand. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm sort of just doing whatever and seeing if it's helpful. It's very confusing to get used to, I think, to this control scheme, unsurprisingly. Right, this can't be right because we had to push it upwards, don't we? So if we could do that, but like only cook the bottom half, that'd be really good. Actually, how would we cook the bottom half of a sausage? Because if we ever push it up like this, it's stuck up there, isn't it? So I think we had to do basically what we just did, but... This must be like our final step of the journey, right? Because once it's stuck there, we can't really do anything. So it does feel like it has to go this way. And we can't really rotate the sausage, I just realised. There's nothing about rotating sausages. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of that like old Congregate game, I think it was. Where you had like this block, this like 2x1 block or something you had to sort of like roll around. I mean, it's not really the same, but I guess it's reminded me enough of it that it came to mind. It's what we just did last time, isn't it? But now we can push it up. The question now becomes, how do we cook both sides of this other one? And it's an answer I don't quite have yet. But I think that's a good start. And I think that's probably the answer. Alright. That one I sort of just like felt like I was just being led along and just kind of doing things as I saw fit rather than necessarily really thinking about what I was doing. But, you know, sometimes puzzles just do be like that. Inlet Shore. We've only got 2 grills, so that's not a lot to work with, certainly. Right, okay, so I see. We had to cook it on this one. We had to cook this. I don't think I should have pushed you yet. We had to cook you on this one. And then we had to get them to switch grills that they're on. I think. Which doesn't seem too hard. Yet. No, it is actually quite hard. No, because we had to push them like this, don't we? No, wait, hold on. Flip you around once more. And then push you down. And then cook you that way. Oh, but we can't get that sausage now. Okay, so before that happens... Okay, that sausage also cannot be pushed all the way over there. It has to be here. So now we're kind of doing the same sort of thing that we were doing on South Jaunt. No, hold on. We need to push you left first because we cannot walk on that grill. It's such a simplistic game, and I can't believe how much depth there is in it. And then I think we need to get you. No, which way around do we need to be? This way round. Oh, no, this way. And then... Yes, here we go. No. No. Ah, but we're not on that side of the sausage anymore. Is that okay? No, but I think that's fine, because we can just push you down. And you can push that sausage for us. And then we'll have to see exactly where we're meant to end up. Which is not too bad, because we can just push the sausages off again. I think I'm doing okay. Certainly, we've made our way to whatever this is, so we can actually read the sign, hopefully. Learned people cast great shadows. What does that even mean? Learned people, so people who've learned well, have sort of like big shoes to fill. I feel like, oh, is that like an island down there? I don't know. This might just be the first one, but I feel like we should at least go back and Lachrymose Head. Finish off the entirety of the island first. Right, this is going to be a nightmare. Interesting. Okay, so this middle one has to go up and then down, up, roll left and right, then down and left and right. I'm just trying to figure out how these end ones get cooked. And we have to be careful how we push things. I assume, actually, we need to start with this middle one being pushed. And then this left one being pushed. Then push it up. Push it down. I don't know how we get around to that sausage. That's actually a very good question. How do we get run to the top right? We need to clear a path. That can't be our starting move because there's nothing we can do from here. Well, that's not true, but the only thing we can really do from here is push the sausage up. I guess I mean that's one way to get over here, but an entirely unhelpful one is probably how I describe that. Because that sausage is now stuck up there. Ah, I wonder if we had to cook that middle sausage and then have it basically sort of like jut out. So we do this. I'm not convinced. I wonder what lachrymose means. I also keep reset. Oh no, hold on. We can reset past undos. I forgot. Very helpful feature in a puzzle game, I must say. Now we need to be careful from here because we can't push basically any sausage out like this. I'm starting to learn. Just in general, and a general rule on any island without it completely ruining everything, unless that part of the sausage is already cooked. So I wonder if that's what we're meant to do with the middle one, actually. I have a problem with this one. But that can't be our next move, because that cuts off the top right area. No, it doesn't. We can now use you to cook. Wait. So we'll have you cook here. I suppose we'll have you cook here. This is not going to be solvable the way I've done it. Or is it? I mean, it's getting pretty close. This sausage just now needs to get out of the way. Nope. And then we just need to cook this sausage. Okay, so this sausage now needs to get out of the way again. Like this. Oh, no, I'm facing the wrong way. This sausage needs to get cooked. And there we go, done. Easy. I feel like I'm boring through these levels. I do like to think I'm, of course, you know, somewhat decent at puzzle games. It's such a unique take on the genre, isn't it, on puzzles? I wonder how they came up with the idea of just rolling sausages or anything like that. Comely half. Right. It's quite an open-ended one, I must say. So we might as well sort of just play around and see. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to move you like that. We might as well sort of just play around and see what happens. Right, we had to push you upwards. That seems to be the only way to get the sausage out. So this is the last part of the sausage we had to cook. Now we need it out of the way. I have a feeling you are actually meant to get pushed one space over. And I think you two might actually just sort of trade positions. And then somehow we cook the last part of you. No. Like this. What? Oh, that's the wrong part of a sausage. That didn't work out as smartly as I thought it would. We basically need to get that sausage near the top again. Nope. So I think that's a good way to do it. And now we basically sort of do the same thing that we did for this previous sausage. Ah, we need to push that one out of the way first. It's basically just do the same thing twice. Oh! Did you see? So we can actually walk on the grill and it can burn us. But the push still stays. I bet that, I 100% guarantee you that is going to become the crux of a mechanic for a future level. That we haven't discovered yet. So that one was, you're sort of just playing ring around rosies with a sausage. You just do them, you cook one sausage and then you do the other one almost immediately afterwards. A little fire. There's a lot of very minimalist levels in this, and I'm sort of impressed that you can get such challenging levels, I suppose, in the first place with such a little amount of what's going on. My initial instincts of this one is we had to cook. I mean, I didn't mean to cook it like this, but I suppose this could work. We had to basically cook them in batches. So we cook this one twice, get this out of the way. We cook that one twice. Actually, that can't be right because we need to get around. So actually, we could push it along like this. This one's a bit dangerous now. We can't roll it like that. So we actually need to push it downwards first, it seems. I actually think I've cooked this one quite poorly. I mean, you could cook it very poorly if you just toss it into water like that, I suppose. But right, there's I feel like you shouldn't be like that. Hold on. Where does this one need to go? Push it. If we push you down, then we can cook you. No. Right. I mean, that's almost right, except for it's not right, because we need to cook. Oh, we haven't actually cooked two sides of that. Okay, restart me. Let's have a look at this again. If we cook like this, it feels like we basically sort of just need to go back and forth cooking. Well, obviously evenly between these two. No, that's not the right way. No. No, we can't do that. I feel like pushing you to the right is actually not a good idea. Oh, but we had to push you to the right because we can't push this one to the left. So maybe that isn't our first move, is to not move this vertical sausage. Maybe we had to do something else. I mean, it might be possible that we could do it this way as well. I'm honestly not sure. But it certainly helped to get you over to this side. We might need to have more of a think about which sausages need to be cooked on which parts. No, that can't be right. No, I see. So each sausage, because it's just of a parity of how things roll, they need to be cooked on twice on each thing, right? So that's actually probably right. No, that can't be right. We need to get... Oh no, but you... So basically the general idea is we need to roll it sort of... We need to roll it so the sausage is like on these two middle ones. Like imagine I'm the vertical sausage. We need to roll it like this, and then we need to roll it once like this and once like this, the other way. That's quite hard. Actually, that's not necessarily true, because we can always shift them up and down on the grill, right? But long and short of it is, I think before we do this, this one needs to come round this way. Then I think we can do this one downwards. Then it doesn't really matter what happens to this one, I'm going to be honest. But I think... No, hold on, we can't push it across yet. Now we need this one to go upwards. Then this one is just... Oh, that one's not cooked on that side. Right, so we can double cook them like this. What? Oh, that rolls it. Okay, push you one more, then double cook it like this. Then cook like this. Now, we walk backwards onto it. And despite the sausages hanging off the island, we're still done pretty well. I don't know what sort of... There's not really much of a sense of progress tracking in this game. So I can't tell you how well we've done, but I think we got a decent ways through. There certainly seems to be a lot of levels. So I assume this is all the first world. And then we'll be... It's just grasslands, and then we'll be going on to what looks like a swamp next time. Well, not next time, once we've finished out these levels. But for now, if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Steven Sausage Roll. I've been Dear Darling. Any likes, comments, discussion, shares are greatly appreciated. Join my Dear Darling Discord, follow me on Twitter down below. Hope we see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye-bye for now.